In the last episode, we prepped the front door for install and applied roof coating to the patio deck on Shae's Earthbag bedroom. While the rest of us are off visiting family, Dad and Garen come up with an idea for the transition between the reciprocal roof and the patio deck.
It's time to fill in this area here just below this roof line. I'm going to be using our roofing material. It's such a small section. A lot of it does lay at an angle like a roof does. I only have one section that's kind of flat, but I think it'll work really good as a siding material, just in this small little application. That doesn't look too bad, does it, Garen?
No, it's good.
For tonight.
You need some help here?
Yeah, Mom's away for a little trip and I need some clothes for next week for work, so I'm the family took off and left us alone, didn't they?
Yeah.
Ditched us.
Left us alone here just to work away.
Went to go have a big party and have a lot of fun. I don't know how to use the washer. You know, I thought, well, I'll do some laundry because I had to go to work and stuff, and I've worked on the washing machine, but I've never really actually done a load of laundry in there. So I didn't know where stuff was and how to do it. And now I know soap goes in here somewhere, but I'm not really sure where. Do you just toss it in? Oh, it's got a little compartment.
Yeah. Little compartment there.
Cool. And Garen, of course, has ben doing his own laundry now and used that machine for some time. And okay, how much soap is it?
To the max line.
Oh, it says max line. Okay, again.
And
it's not that I don't know a lot about washers. It's just I've never used this one before. Look at all the buttons. I mean, do I push this back in?
Yeah, one more. We got a couple
things
things. And then it's on normal, so.
So there's 2 buttons and we're ready to go?
Yep.
Oh, that's too easy. Thank you, Garen. You're awesome.
I'm gonna teach him how to do dishes today.
Dishes is next.
A few years back, we put in a rounded patio that we framed in with earth bags. We topped it with a paper bag floor.
This is just a paper bag floor that we did like years ago.
And of course, a couple years later, we had to recoat it, and now it's ready for another recoat. So we thought that we would just go ahead and use the white coating like we just did with Shae's patio.
Obviously, with the paper bag, as we would expect, there's some holes now that are forming and stuff. So I decided that I would go ahead and do this white stuff, the white roofing on this time.
Shae doesn't want that bright white patio. She wants to color it. So we were considering staining it. So I thought this would give us a chance to try out 2 different stains. I have a golden pecan and I have a red oak, and then we can go ahead and lay those out and see what the stain does to this white floor.
Dip their little paws in, go flying all over everything. Look at him, he's like, come play. Okay, what's that one? This one's golden pecan, and yeah, it's just not gonna get darker than that. This is the red oak. This is what I want for the patio.
While we're working on this patio floor, a comment comes in from Ron Powell about what he does with his white roof coating. And so we're able to incorporate it into what we're doing.
Ron Powell has commented in the comment section about this idea here. Throw a 5-gallon bucket of snow roof mixed in with some sand.
I just love it. You can see the difference here. This has no texture to it except for what's underneath it. But look at over here. You can see the texture with the sand. And I probably wouldn't have to, but I'm gonna give it a couple coats, and then we'll go ahead and do the stain on top of it. And I'm just absolutely loving the texture on this floor. We haven't stained that roofing on Shae's building yet. We'll go ahead and do this textured one as kind of the last coat on her roof as well. So pretty excited about it. Thank you so much, Ron, for that idea. Great idea.
Rough texture of this. It's really nice. Please say something. Okay.
Okay. Looks really good, Bryson.
I think we are.
We like to complete things within a day or a week or possibly 2 weeks, but that's usually getting out there for us. So these projects being such huge projects have really taught us something very valuable, and that is a little bit every day. It could be an hour, it could be 2 hours every day, and we find that within 6 months to a year, those big projects that seem so huge at the beginning
get completed. You know, within 6 months, we're looking at a building, you know, from this just bare piece of dirt.
Well, for mine, it was like ground, ditch, and then it started building up. Stucco, even if you do an hour a day, you may only put 2 batches on the wall, and that's only a section, so it takes a long time, and it's not fun to, like, you know, film. And it's like, oh, yes, we're doing mud on the wall. Oh, guess what? Next week, we're putting more mud on the wall.
That's one of those things that you have to back out really far to feel.
And time-lapse.
Yeah, and time-lapse.
Time-lapse also makes you feel... Actually, time-lapse has the opposite effect. Because you can spend an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours on something working, and then it all condenses into like 10 seconds. And you're like, this makes it look really easy and really fast.
What are we at? Our 5th building now. But we're learning to get the walls just a nice, smooth, since that's been one of the things that Shae's wanted. Shae's got another idea too that I'm pretty excited about too, that we'll be sharing with you soon.
So we got some sheetrock mud down at the local hardware store. We're gonna put it all over the walls, which you can already see it's way smoother. And then we'll sand it out, and then we'll put another coat on. And then this is just going to be as smooth as it can possibly be.
And seeing if we could do it. So it's been really kind of a fun challenge. And flat walls too. I don't think we're really going to meet the goal of flat. Oops. Oh, I was talking about how fun it was to put this on.
Well, do we have more of those?
No.
Sad face.
Look how big.
It just flew off the handle. Need a handle on that, Mom. All right, I'll leave you guys to handle this.
We wanted to give it 24 hours for the white coating to dry. And to our surprise, the next day it was raining and the dogs were running around and they were making footprints all over the patio, just making an absolute mess of it. When I came out 2 days later to do the staining, I just decided I'm just gonna give it a quick sweep and went for it, dog prints and all.
I'm ready. First stain, here we go. Look who's trying to help. Look at that. Oh, the dog stole a piece of toy.
And I don't know if you can see through the camera lens or not, but the prints are there and they're pretty cute. To come over and look at the patio and see if you like the coloring on it.
All right, let's do it. Oh, Ma, that's so nice. You can still see the paw prints.
What do you think of this color for your roof?
For my, ooh. I like that idea. I really like the texture. What did you do for the texture?
Right now it's time to put, or at least match up, these cross braces that hold these 2x6 together.
We got a new deadline Shae came up with. I think it's a great deadline.
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
For the heart-shaped room.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's gonna happen this time. It's just too meant to be. Flower, Valentine's Day, I mean, gosh.
A flower in Valentine's
Heart,
Day.
a heart. She meant heart.
I like a flower, guys.
You can do a bleeding heart. This bleeding heart is the heart shape.
So you mean if we like knock a wall out, that'll be a bleeding heart?
No. Bleeding heart, the flower is the shape of a heart.
I was thinking a literal bleeding heart, and it was pretty nasty.
Yeah, I think Mom's thinking Halloween here. No.
I don't know why they would name a pretty flower bleeding heart, though. It's pretty gruesome for something.
Yeah. You're right, it kind of is. So you actually have 2 layers of this on.
Yes, there's one right here that's going underneath the tar paper. And then this one is gonna go over the top. And this is mainly just to make things look a little nicer. To make things look pretty. Let's paint over the top of this again. Right in there like that. Roll over. Whoop, there, down there. That was enough.
We're making a hanging chair for my room. Me and Bryson sat down and we planned it all out and finally got what we liked. It's gonna be pretty awesome. The framing and all the mechanical stuff is gonna be on Science Made Funner, Bryson's channel, and like the cushion and the outside, everything that's fabric is gonna be on my channel, Winter Apple. So the links will be down below in the description if you wanna see more detail on this.
Take this out to the table. Get a little drying out here, and then we'll start putting our brackets and stuff on it.
New tabletop.
It is a new tabletop. Perfect, honey.
So Shae decided to go with the red oak, so I'm putting that on here now. Shae had to take off and take Gizzy in to get him neutered. They should be back here soon.
Mr. Cone Man! Mr. Cone Man!
You doing, little cone head? Whoops. Weird, isn't it?
See that it looks lumpy, but those lumps will all settle down. It did that on mine when I did my roof. We had these huge lumps. For whatever reason it does that, but then in just a little bit, you give it a week or so or whatever, and it will flatten.
Oh!
This is so comfy.
Yeah, I think I can probably work with that.
Thanks for being here. Stay tuned for next time as we continue building on Shae's Earthbag bedroom. This year, our podcast will continue to be on Wednesday evenings, but it will broadcast occasionally when we have something to share with you. Thanks for being here and have a wonderful week. Bye!
Thank you!
Please consider supporting us on Patreon.
How you doing over there, Shae?
Horrible! It's the worst day ever! My room's almost completed!
Yay! Our family moved from the city to the country. Thanks for taking part in our adventure. We have new videos every Friday evening. If you would like to help us out, you can like this video, share it, subscribe, or support us on Patreon. See the links in the description.
Oh, did she leave you? You gonna be okay?